Welcome to another video. Hope everyone is doing well. Not even sure when you're going to get this video. I'm just starting it off until something goes on for me to record. I do want to try to go to the zoo in a couple of days for the zoo light, so hopefully I'm able to get there and can have a little footage. Should be nice. You have the option to either walk or you can do drive-through, but for me I'll probably have to walk because it'll probably be hard to try to get some footage if I'm driving, so we'll see how it goes. But the kitchen is a mess. I just finished cooking my lunch and it's very busy at work. Otherwise, I would have turned the camera on, but I was back and forth to the computer and cooking. So I just made some shrimp and broccoli, fettuccine Alfredo, and I can eat it if I get a chance real quick. So I didn't have any garlic bread, but I do have regular bread up there and dinner rolls. I'll just put a little butter and garlic on that and throw it in the air fryer or the oven, whichever. So I will call you guys back whenever something is going on. Okay, guys, I am headed for my first meet and greet with Rover. My very first meet and greet. So wish me luck. Hopefully we book and everything be okay. And clients just start rolling in from both Rover and Wags. Be right back. Okay, I made it back from my meet and greet. Everything went well. The pup liked me. His mom liked me. And she went home and immediately booked me. So I got my very first client. I am so excited. Everyone know I love my pups. I foster every week, but I foster them from my heart. But my pocketbook needs some money in it. So I'm doing it now, getting paid. So I've been with Rover for over 2 months, but unfortunately, I haven't had any clients. I had a few people to reach out to me, but no one booked for me. So I started getting a little antsy and a little frustrated that I wasn't getting any bookings. So I decided to join WAG as well. Yes, last week. So I did get a couple of reach outs, but no one booked. One person replied like they were waiting on to see if their family member can do it, and the family member confirmed, so they went with the family member, which I totally get. So hopefully, there's one client that booked with me. It'll be luck for starting to bring more and more clients, and I can make some money because I got things to do, things to fix, so on and so on, and I need the money. So this pup will be with me from the day after Christmas until January the 2nd. So he is doing a full week stay. So I'm just hoping I get more clients coming in from both WAG and Rover, and I'm just looking forward to it. So yeah. Hey guys, later on in the day, I was coming up the stairs and had a package, so I just wanted to open it up for you guys. I believe I know what it is. I believe it's from WAG. You remember I joined WAG in addition to Rover, and they gave you a free t-shirt. So I'm guessing that's what it is. Unless I finally got something free from TikTok. But no, I believe this is from WAG. So hope everybody is having a good evening and doing well. It was today was really busy at work. Extremely busy. Yep, that's what it is, because I know the color. Oh, it's a beautiful color. Wow. Like that. Oh my gosh, this is too cute. Perfect color. Rover should give you free t-shirts. I like this. Oh, how cute. It's WAG in the front, and in the back it says a dog's best friend. Oh, I've got it big on purpose so I can try to wear it as a little gown. But yeah, this is cute. I love, love, love this color. So speaking of WAG and Rover, guys, you know my challenge I've been having trying to get clients. I was with Rover. I've been with Rover for 2 months. I've mentioned that before. Had a couple of people to reach out, but no one confirmed. Then I turned around and joined WAG last week. Trying to get some clients in, and still nothing. So I got a reach out last night from someone that wanted me to keep their pup. And, you know, we went back and forth for a minute. And then I, you know, just wanted to reach out again. I was just like, hey, I'm just following up if you decide you want to meet and greet or whatever. And they said they were waiting on a family member to confirm if they can keep the pup. And the family member confirmed, so of course they went with them instead of me. So I've been a little discouraged because I hadn't got anything. So today on Rover app, I got a message from someone for me to keep their pup for a whole week. And we did a meet and greet when I got off work. The pup liked me, apparently she liked me, and she went home and booked me. So I finally got my first booking for a client. Yay! So hopefully this is just the beginning, and I start getting more clients weekly by weekly, because you can really make some good money doing this side business, and I need it. I got things to fix and, you know, things to pay and all of that stuff. So yeah, so this pup I will have from the day after, starting from the day after Thanksgiving to January the 2nd. So it'll be a full week stay with this pup. It's a corky, cute little corky. So yeah, I'm excited for that finally. So I just know deep down, this is just the beginning finally for me. For whatever reason, things seem to always go slow for me. I don't know why. I just felt like that with everything. But whatever. It's here, and I know this is just the beginning. So I am looking forward to it. So yeah, that's what that was. So I just wanted to tell you guys that good news. And then I will check in with you all later. Happy Taco Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having a good one. Just checking in. Again, not sure when you're going to see this video. I'm just collecting until something makes me go ahead and upload. So anyway, happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday for me. I'm sure for so many other people. Since Christmas is in a couple of days, I'm sure a lot of folks are not cooking. I am in here grounding my ground beef. Usually I do ground turkey, but I'm saving that for Nala. I'm going to make her a little special meal this week. I'll probably film it, I don't know, maybe with some ground turkey, carrots, maybe green beans. I'll think about it and see what goes in her. So yeah, just doing that, and I'm about to cut up my lettuce, tomatoes, and shredded cheese. So again, checking in. Hope everybody is doing great. I know a lot of my team has already left for the Christmas holiday and won't be back until Monday. Let me see. Tomorrow I work an early shift. Then Thursday is Christmas, and then Friday I'm off. So that's a good thing. So it's pretty much a short week. I have to just teach a group tonight at 6 o'clock. And then that's it. I'm just going to wind it down for today. Hopefully I'll have a couple of more puppies coming, or puppies coming soon. I got a few more interests. So we'll see how it goes. Nothing is booked or anything yet. But I'm keeping faith, and we're going to go from there. So I'll call you guys back later. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you all while I chop up my lettuce and tomatoes. Then I have to clock out for lunch because, like I said, I have to facilitate a group tonight. So speaking of that, the topic that I'm going to facilitate in tonight's group is called Navigating the Holidays. So how do you guys navigate the holidays? Especially if, like, you don't have much family around, you might be single, don't have a lot of friends. How do you navigate the holidays? For me, it's been so long since I celebrated like any holiday. Really, it doesn't really bother me. It's second nature. Even though I don't have any of those things I just listed around or whatever, it's okay for me. I just be grateful to be off work. And just try to make the best out of it. But I know for some people it might be a little more sensitive, a little more to the heart. But how do you navigate the holidays? How do people get through that? Who might not want to be alone on Christmas and New Year's Eve and things like that. So I don't know. That just came to me, and I am teaching a group tonight, so that should be interesting. Without getting into religion or anything like that, I'm like that with life. How do people navigate life? Just say you are lucky, right? You are blessed with the main things that you need to have to live in this life, but you might not have things you think you deserve, or more things in your life that you want to accomplish, and it might seem like it's taking forever for you to get there. How do you navigate that? What's the way you kind of weave through life on that? So these are things that you do have to think about, without getting sad or without shedding tears about it or crying about it. Yeah, you're grateful, but you might not have everything that you think you should have. So how should you navigate that? I don't know. That's stuff that I think about all the time. That's why, in essence, I try to keep myself busy, doing things to try to earn more money. I know people say money is not everything. Who says that? Not I. It's a lot. So that's why I try to keep myself busy, try to find ways to make money so I can accomplish things that I want to accomplish, in life. And I hope everybody else is doing the same. If it's things that you want and you don't have, try to make it happen. But how do you keep going without getting so disappointed? Like I shared earlier, how I was getting disappointed that I wasn't getting any bookings for my pet businesses. Not saying I was ready to give up, but it was really getting frustrated. 2 months, almost 2.5 months, and nothing. That is very discouraging. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and see what you guys think about that. How do you stay positive? So I'm going to finish up real quick so I can clock out by 5, and I will holler at everyone shortly. Okay, I'm back. I heard my computer. How you have Teams and you can hear it going. I heard it going off, so I'll just try not to make sure I miss any messages real quick. Anyway, I'll be taking a lunch break. But yeah, I had someone tell me all the time, you just always seem, chippery. Because, I'm always, good morning, how you doing? Thank you, no thank you. That type of normal stuff people should be doing, which people don't. I said, oh yeah, well, I am for the most time, but don't get it twisted. When people behind their closed doors, I think that's when everything just kind of hit them, and that's when the tears start to flow, the head go down, the head go up, wondering, do you hate me? Why you skipping over me? What's the tea? Let me know what's going on. So people might seem happy on the outside, but in the inside, you just don't know what's going on with them. Like, just say, for instance, women that's with abusive guys. They go to work every day probably. They take care of the kids, and they got to go home and get their head banged up against the door. But you would never know it, if it wasn't any outside scars or outside tears or anything. You wouldn't know it if they didn't tell you. So you don't know what people going through. Folks' house about to lose their home, they still smiling. You know what I'm saying? About to lose their car, and they still smiling. So you just never know. That's why it's always nice to be, nice to other people. I go in these stores and different places and just not the friendliest people. Like, you shouldn't be in customer service. You really shouldn't be in customer service if you just can't be pleasant. You ain't got to ask me a bunch of questions, but a decent how you doing before you start ringing up my stuff might be nice. Or when you give me my money, thank you, or have a good day. But yeah, it is. So just be, nice this holiday season and every day and every holiday. I know people got a lot of things on their head, but it's not going to hurt you to smile or say thank you, or somebody hold the door, no thank you, or thank you, whatever, It just won't hurt you to be a different person if you're not that person already. So, yeah. So, guys, I'm separating my lettuce and tomatoes. Funny story. When we grew up eating tacos, my mom didn't separate them like that. we used to eat the lettuce, tomato, and the cheese together. And I remember it being really good. Now, I can't even imagine eating it like that. So, of course, I put my tomatoes in one bowl, my lettuce in another bowl, and then my cheese in another bowl. I don't leave it in the bag because when I eat my leftovers tomorrow, I want to be able to grab it easily out the bowl. So, I thought about that. Like, how did we grow up eating, you know, oh, got that in the wrong bowl. How did we grow up eating the lettuce, tomatoes, and the cheese all in one? Ugh, I don't know how you guys eat it like that or what. And are you a soft shell person or hard shell? Frankly, I like the soft. I put them on the stove, let them stove top a little bit, let them get a little brown. And that's how I like my tacos, with a little sour cream. If I have taco sauce, a little taco sauce. If not, sometimes I put hot sauce, or sometimes I don't put anything. But yeah, that's how I eat my tacos. Let me log out so I can eat and get ready for my group and call it a night. Say hi.
He's approved on August 25th.
Okay, is that hello or greetings? Is that hello or greetings? Can you wave? Wave to the camera, Nala. Wave to the camera, big girl. Nala. Wave or something. Don't just stare. Nala. Come here, Nala. Come here. I got a treat. I got a treat. I got a treat. Come here. Come get a treat. Come get a treat. Okay. Game off then. No treat. Never wait late to shop. Every store is closed except for expensive Target. So look at the little stuff I got in my basket. So I will tell you when I get home and do a little haul how much this came up to. This is probably $100 for this little stuff.
Here I am.
Look closely.
Not much in there. I'll let you know when I get home. I'm going to do a quick haul.
I bet you it's probably $100 in Target. No fault but mine.
At least $100.
It's been Eve. I hope everybody is doing well. I don't know. Some people might be on the road traveling. Some people might be in the air traveling. Some people might be in the kitchen cooking. But whatever you're doing, happy Thanksgiving Eve. Welcome to another video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to keep saying that until I grow and still say it. So, yeah, guys, I just got back from a couple of errands. Unfortunately, I waited to the last minute to go to the store to get something to cook tomorrow. And all the stores was closed when I got off. So I got off at 5 o'clock today. And I had to run by Petco to get Nala's nails clipped at the groomer, and they also removed all the dirty fur from under her paws, because I do have a dog client that's coming on Friday, and I don't want her to scratch that dog and anything like that. So I had to get her nails clipped down and buffed. And all this was closed. Piggly Wiggly was closed. All the stores was closed except for Target. And of course, you know, Target is a little more expensive. So you'll see. I didn't get much from Target, and then I'll tell you how much I spent. So let me go by Petco first. So for Petco, just Nala got a grooming. And then I brought her 5 cans of food. Couple is weight management. Couple are not because I didn't want to keep giving her the same flavor. So I got her turkey and rice. She got 2 of those. I got her beef and vegetables. And this is the, beef and vegetables. Then I got her the pate, the beef and rice. So she would seem to like the pate more than she do the soupier kind. Then this is weight management, the turkey and rice. And then she got a weight management chicken and rice. So I got that from Petco. And then I got her 2 little toppers. One is chicken and gravy, and the other one is beef and gravy. And then from Petco, I brought these, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It was 100 pads, pup pads for $22. And the reason I got them so big is because I do have, like I said, a long stay, a pet that's staying like 9 days. And, you know, even though I asked her to bring enough doggy pads, sometimes people don't do what they're supposed to do. So I want to make sure I got some extra ones here, and then hopefully I'll get more dogs coming in too. So that was for Petco, and my bill from Petco, which I don't get it, $73. The grooming was only $13. I left a $5 tip, and I guess these little cans add up, $3.19. What the heck? I gotta look over this, but yeah, my bill is $73 for the potty pads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cans. I think I got 6 and left the other one in there. And then that. So I gotta look over this careful. But yeah, that was my Target run. And hopefully you won't see a haul for a minute because I'm tired of spending. So, I'm sorry, that was my Petco run. So Target, I got Nala some pup cups. I opened it because she got one over there now. I got milk, 2%, half a gallon of milk. I got salted caramel flavor for my coffee. I got 10 mini cans of Coke. Like I said, the big ones are too big, so I like the mini ones, but I wanted a flavor, so I just added this strawberry watermelon. I'll put in there over ice. I got some pico de gallo. I'm gonna eat that today. And then I got some chips for that. And I got a little Bush baked beans. I like pork and beans and hot dogs. I think I said that before. They didn't have any pork and beans, or I didn't see them, so I just got baked beans, which would be good with it as well. I got a little thing of Tyson chicken drumsticks. And then I got a small tray of the wings. Tyson's wings. That'll be for tomorrow. I got a red onion. I got 2 limes because I'm going to have me some of the non-alcoholic beer that I have. Plus, I brought one back from Dominican Republic. I'm going to have that tomorrow, so I need some limes. I got 0 sugar creamer. And this is Italian sweet cream creamer. Any haul I get, you're gonna probably see an iced coffee in there. Not necessarily a creamer, but you're gonna always see an iced coffee. So I got Starbucks peppermint mocha. I got Nala some no added sugar peanut butter. And I got these 2 little Pringles and the little Cheetos in the can. I'm gonna make some homemade mac and cheese. I have some elbow macaroni, so I figure I'll do that. So I got smoky mac and cheese blend, and then I got cheddar cheese, and then I think I got some mozzarella and taco already in the refrigerator, and then I got some sharp cheddar cheese, and I got kale. Of course, Target don't have greens or anything, so I figure I'll saute some kale, cut up some red onions, and color peppers and stuff, and do that. And is that all my entire haul? Yeah, that's my entire haul from Target. Guess what it was? I said 100 before I was standing there in the line. I'm like, this is probably $100 for this little stuff. Oh, and I did get a couple of Red Bulls. That's something you're going to always see in every haul, too. So, my Target bill, I had said 100 just looking in the basket. $90 for that little stuff. $90.53 and 73. That's why I can't never keep no money. Think that I ain't even paid my bills yet. That's what I said. So yeah, so that's my little haul, guys. And like I said, I'm gonna probably end this little video, and then after I eat, I'm just gonna try to upload it today, and I plan on doing something tomorrow. Hopefully, I can do it. In Wisconsin, it's called Candy Cane Lane. I had been hearing about it, never been to it. It's just where a lot of houses just light up blocks full of Christmas lights, and people just go through and drive through. Why is it right by my house and I never knew that? I'm ashamed to say that. I'm driving to go to Target or wherever, and I'm like, where's all these cars going? So I Google, and I'm like, I know this ain't Candy Cane Lane. Literally 4-5 minute drive from my house. All these years, and I never knew. So I'm not going to go tonight. It's tonight and tomorrow from 6 to 9 because it's too late anyway. So I'm going to plan on going tomorrow. I hope I can go so I can get some good footage. But I don't want to drive through there because, you know, that's a long... I don't want to sit on my car that long. My car needs some work. So I'm going to try to park and then kind of walk and get some footage that way. So that way I don't have to worry about the zoo. I can just do it right down the street. So yeah, but let me tell you this quickly. I'm in Target, and a young lady came up to me, African American lady. She had to be, if I had to guess, early 20s, and she had her phone in her hand, and she was like, "Excuse me." I said, "Yeah." She said, "My mother wanted me to get all of this stuff," so she handed me her phone, and she said, "Do I got the right stuff?" So I read the phone, and it said 2 bell peppers. So I looked in her basket, and she had a 3-pack of multicolored peppers, tricolor peppers, which I buy those all the time. I said, "Well, you kind of close, but bell peppers are normally green." So I said, "Where did you get them from?" So I pulled my basket to the side, walked around, and looked, and she was like, "Right under there." Luckily, it was 2 green bell peppers. I said, "I'm sure that's what your mama said. Old school, we call them bell peppers, and they're normally green." I said, "What you got is tricolor peppers, same thing," but she probably want green. If not, blame it on me. So she put it in her cart. Then I looked. She said she want a stock of celery. She had the celery, but she didn't know if that was right or not. No shade. If you ever watch this video, I was happy to help you. So I said, "You got the celery right." So I looked at the phone again, and her mother wanted different type of block cheeses. I guess she was making macaroni and cheese. So she walked me over there. She needed Kobe cheese. She needed mozzarella and sharp cheddar. So I pointed then and helped her out. And then what else did she need? It was something else. Oh, and she had about 5 or 6 sweet potatoes, and she had put them in one of the little plastic bags and tied them up. So I looked at her mother's phone, and I looked at her phone, and her mother's message said 2 bags of sweet potatoes if they have them instead of the loose ones. So she had gathered loose ones, which I told her was perfectly fine, but they do have the bags. So I said, "Your mother want the bagged sweet potatoes instead." So she was like, "Oh my God, that only makes sense." So she put the loose ones back, and then I helped her grab 2 bags. So she kind of melted my heart, and she showed me pictures of her kids and stuff. I was like, "Oh," she was like, "Thank you so much." I said, "My pleasure." She was like, "Some people wouldn't take this time and help me like this." I said, "My pleasure." So if you looking young lady, you made my night. You're the second person today that made my day. So yeah, I was glad to help her, and I hope she got all the right, stuff that she need. And if she don't, mama, blame it on me. So, okay, guys, happy Christmas Eve. I hope I can get the footage I'm looking for tomorrow, and I will be making a video for Christmas Day. Talk with you guys later. Nala, I was about to say, "Nala, you're going to say something," but she didn't ate that little pup cup and she sleep.